Boom! We are live. Session number 8 today. Don't really know what I'm going to do yet. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to play through this Kairos collab. I got the stems back for this last night. It's like 90% done. I've been lazy with the mastering. There's just one or two bits that I just want to re-listen to. So I've been super lazy with this. This is all the old project up here, so I stemmed it out, sent it over to Kairos, he sent it back, so I've got like all the stems, so I've just blasted mine with a bit of compression. Probably need to do some heavy EQing as well, because it just sounds like it's lost the low end a bit, but I'm sounding really happy with it. I've been listening to it loads, so I'll give this a playthrough, might go back to Skyhaven, might show you the new one. Yeah, so I'll leave some options in the chat. Welcome Chap, welcome Incorporeal, good to see you guys as usual. Yeah, let's get rolling. Of course it's lost the output. Preferences audio, we want it to be multi-output so I can hear it and you can hear it. Probably need to reduce that buffer size as well, because that's huge. Come on. Hopefully. Yeah, CPU's behaving today, so it must have just been that hot ass day like 2 weeks ago. That just was a no-go. So, are we good? Yeah, we're good. Yeah, get your ears around this. It's fun. Get better angle. Sup OG, sup double side, sup goes with here. Just needs a lot of EQ just to my ears. It's mainly sorting out vocals and mids and some of the other layers, because everything is just a 0 over on the mixer over here, so I need to do a bit of mix down on it. whatever that noise is there, I've listened to this a couple of times in the car today, like when I headed into work, and there's something there that absolutely just destroys that channel. Maybe. So yeah, big fan of that one. Yeah, because I was stuck with this one for ages. Like, tried doing a second drop with this one. Like, it was original. I think I did it on like a couple of streams ago. Like, it was the one with the hard style bit over here. I was like, I can't work with it. Definitely out of my comfort zone. So yeah, Kairos reached out a couple of, I think earlier like last week, and said like, look, do you want to send it back? And I was like, yeah, I'm really stuck with it. And he absolutely fucking nailed it, to be fair. I've done like 1 or 2 little changes over here because it's hard to hear with my crappy mix down at the moment, but like this melody section here, there's melody, there's notes in there rather than just hitting the same thing like I always do. My selfie light on. I'm all in the dark. Get ready for this. That's a bit bright. There we go. Fully illuminated now. But yeah, glad you guys are enjoying this one, because yeah, this one is a lot of fun. Like, just I want to keep adding more stuff to it, but I'm very aware that I want to try and get this whole album out by September. So even if it's just layering up my mids here, because all of my stuff sort of sounds like... So that's what those like bits up here were earlier. Like, I've reorganised my stuff to match this track, so I might drag that back down and see if that works. So I can just remove one of these channels here. There. So super low down in the mix as well. I just think it adds a bit of depth to it. Maybe not. It's just going to make it harder to mix down. So other than exporting the stems for this one and cleaning up the mix, there isn't really a lot for me to do, so I might just load up one of the other collabs I got that I need to work on. Yeah, let's do that, although I said that last time and it absolutely killed my CPU, so let's try either Megatone or... Oh, fuck it, I'll show you the Kane mix as well. This is the new original for the album, and then I'll get to work on some tracks, but I am really, really happy with how this one turned out as well. Big melody to it as well. Like, the melody just is unreal. I only play like a bit of the first drop, and as you can see, I've gone prog nerd over here, dubstep in 7/4. Nobody asked for it, I gave it to you. I tried to do like a lo-fi death step intro, and I got carried away with just the 110 tempo as well, so it's a slower track, but no, it just ended up its own thing. I think, without jinxing it, I think I nailed the mix down on this one. It's just annoying because I'm going to need to make everything else on the album sound as good as this. We'll see. Give it a couple of days, I'll probably hate the mix down again. Love that melody line, like ton of compression on that, and it sustains so well. So yeah, a little bit of this section. Super sludgy. Like my typical notchy type bass here. A little bit of the 7/4 section, and then I'll go on to all the collabs. Four, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I do like 7/4. It's weird. It works. It's quirky. It's strange. Right. I am going to work on Woe tonight. Then for the rest, hopefully the rest of the night. We'll see how inspired I get. This one's been a while in the making. Yeah, it's this has been over with my good dude Lich Milo. That's he won, like came first place on the remix competition, so it's taken him a while. He's done an absolutely epic intro. I've got, like, if I play you, hold on, where are we? Let me play you what I sent to him. So I started off this collab like ages ago, and yeah, it took him a little while to get around to it, but he absolutely destroyed the intro. It sounds awesome, and like the drop is really cool. It's very tear outy as well, and it's only that long, so I'm probably gonna need to do lots of snipping, kind of like make it a bit more death steppy, and kind of like, so it's got loops of like the A, B, and C part of the drop, rather than it just be an absolute clusterfuck like some of the tear out stuff is. But yeah, this is what I sent over to him, I think, with the intro over here, but I'll play you the drop that I sent over. Super tough, but that's what I was expecting. So chunky, a bit more of a robot sound design thing, but yeah, I'll play the intro because he has completely smashed this, man. Like, really happy with how this turned out. It's a long intro. I think this might be the opener to the album. I'm tempted.
A woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant and cried out in pain as she was about to give birth. Then another sign appeared in heaven. An enormous red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns on its heads. The dragon stood in front of the woman who was about to give birth, so that it might devour her child the moment he was born. She gave birth to a son, a male child, who will rule all the nations with an iron scepter. And her child was snatched up to God and to his throne. The woman fled into the wilderness to a place prepared for her by God, where she might be taken care of for 1,260 days. Then, war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. But he was not strong enough, and they lost their place in heaven. The great dragon was hurled down. That ancient snake called the devil, or Satan, who leads the whole world astray.
This is one with
He
Lich,
was hurled to the earth, and
It's a long
his
intro.
angels with him.
but it's so cool.
I heard a loud voice in heaven say, "Now have come the salvation and the power and the kingdom of our God and the authority of his Messiah. For the
mainly
accuser
gonna be
of our
slicing up
brothers
this
and
stuff.
sisters who accuses them before our God day and night has been hurled down, down. They triumphed over him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. They did not love their lives so much as to shrink from death. Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and you who dwell in them.
You ready?
But woe to the earth and the sea, because the devil has gone down to you."
I'll switch over to the fully rendered out clip here, because I haven't done all the drums yet.
Woe to the earth.
So yeah, that's what I'm going to be slicing up here. Like you know what I mean by like how kind of mad and tear outy it is. So I'm going to kind of like solo this a couple of times, figure out where he's placed the drums, and then probably chop everything up into little sections. Because like this little groove around here, I think is it here?
To the earth. To the earth.
Like this bit here. Like even just that bar there, I could fucking repeat that and that'd just be a delicious song to me. That grooves very hard. Right, let's figure out these drums and we'll go from there. So I think it's just that kick there is missed. Other than that, it's back to business as usual. Right there. Oop. Paste. Get rid of that kick. Probably those cymbals. there as well.
Woe to the earth.
Not just the snare coming in there.
Woe to the earth. To the earth.
Seems like that kick doesn't exist, and the snare is like a bar forward there. Is it there? Such a fucking snare, like it's a fucking beast, right? No kick there. No snare there. A snare there instead of a kick. And then we're back to business as usual over here. What happened there? No snare. No kick. So no kick there. Yeah, Torture. I've done like the fucking pan snare a ton in this album. I think like there's it really. I could slap a pan snare on this, and that's what I do to change up a track. But like it gets really boring and repetitive sometimes if you're like always hearing pang, pang in like some fucking disgusting Minatory stuff. So I think there's real kind of like whoosh, slappiness in this, like a fucking whip. Cracking fucking beast of a snare in this fits really well, but we'll see. I've still got to like, you know, do all the arrangement for this track and figure out some more mids and stuff, but yeah, pan snares is there's a time and a place for pan snares. Know when to use your pan snares. Ta-da! Right. That where it ends. So let me figure out how many bars we got. So it comes in. And there's.
Has gone down to you.
Go copy that. Stick him there because it's got a little tiny off bit. Stick that there. I think that should be all the drums from that figured out. So let's mute the original, do a playthrough of this. It's probably going to sound a little bit empty because again, mix needs work. But yeah. Yeah, man. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with pan snares, but there's something wrong with overusing them. Like, bear in mind, this album is going to be like 26 tracks. There's a lot of pan snares on it. It's going to be over 2 hours of music. Minatory and Deathstep is already strange enough, but let's not make it like headache inducing with pang, pang on like 2.5 hours worth of music. I don't think anybody would appreciate that, even like the biggest Deathstep fan.
Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and you who dwell in them.
For woe to the earth.
But woe to the earth
And the sea.
because the devil has gone down to you.
Like all this shit talk about pan snares, and I'm pretty sure I can hear a... Whoops. Yeah. Here you go. You happy now, guys? Are you happy? Do you like that? Hearing fucking cookware in your music? But, like, let's make this one a ton louder. I'll reduce all the volume on that. Cool. That hits like a fucking hammer. Yeah, let's drag my old snares down, because I've used those plenty of times. So I guess the next challenge is figuring out which bits of this I want to like keep and which bits I want to loop and extend, and which bits I just want to go like, nah, I can probably do something new, and then struggle with it. The snare doesn't sound like the intro. I think there's no kick there, is there?
Has gone down to you.
Is that even a kick, or is it a snare? It's both, I think. So fuck it, let's just stick with the snare.
Gone down to you. Because the devil has gone down to you.
Snare does many things, especially going yeah, it is a beast of a snare. So let's figure out what the fuck I'm doing with these mids here. Probably these all the crazy effects. Yeah, that's not your standard whooshes, that's crazy glitchy shit, which I don't have the patience or energy to figure out how to do. So let's make those red and drag them up so I don't lose them, because if that goes out of sync with those basses up there, then it's going to be like random alarms and shit going off whenever. But that bit can stay pink because that's your standard whooshes. Vocals probably get moved up as well. Vox, and drag him up there. And like, it's gonna take me time, but I'm tempted to like drag my basses in from here. Because that's where it all came from. And it's just so interspliced up, so I might just do some layering and like keep the arrangement the same, but like when it gets to like a B section of the drop, then I'll switch it up. So just figuring out when the count of this starts.
Woe to the earth and the sea, because the devil has gone down to you.
Usually it's like when the first kick hits, but there's two big old snare and kicks and they both start like on the offbeat, so I would start it. Like, it sounds fine going into that bar, but I think when it gets to this section here, then I'm going to start looping it and do my own sound design, or otherwise it's going to take me years to figure out how and where to put shit. So that is probably where there's a break, and that's coming in on a downbeat again.
Woe to the earth.
Yeah, man, like some of the growls and sound design in this is just absolutely stunning. He needs to have a lot more confidence in himself, because it took a little bit of... Like, yeah, he's a lovely guy, lovely guy, but he just needs to be more confident in his music, because he fucking nailed this.
Woe to the earth.
Right, I'm gonna chop it.
To the earth.
Let's chop it there, just so I can remember where to go back to.
To the earth.
So how long is this section here? So that's from this downbeat to here. It's like 1 bar too long, so ideally I could shave something out of there, although it's got a funny count there. Yeah, so let's tidy up this arrangement, or otherwise I'm going to be sitting here going in and ahhing all night. Almost like loop this all around again and then come round to this section, or is this when we get the kind of like lower? That could almost be a breakdown there, so let's stop procrastinating, Dan, and fucking do something with the project apart from layer up the drums. Yeah, I can drag that little thing out there. Right, get this snare on the downbeat. And bollocks, I knew I'd do that. Right, move all the old shit out the way. Come on. All the way over here. Extend the project out a little bit because of that insanely long, insanely epic intro. There we go. 10 minutes in, this song won't be 10 minutes. Let's do some work in this middle bit here. Cool, so I'm probably just going to be super, super crude and literally just do, like, snip every beat. So, like, there, and there. But let's copy and paste this. And figure something out.
Because the devil has gone down to you.
Might just make this like into a sound design session if this is what I'm going to do tonight. Because I think I can do sound design. I'm not so much for arrangement. We'll see. We'll see. Let's go open up one of these. It's just standard Serum. What key did I make this in as well? I'm pretty sure it's D sharp. Oh, F. What a nice surprise. Right. Make some noise in F. Let's think what vibe we're going for here, and then I'll make like a couple of patches from scratch. So I could almost like replace this sound, like it's sick, but I need to put some of my stuff in as well. Just that bit there. Yeah, let's do 2 or 3 layers there and see what happens. Is it there? Get rid of all those. Zoom in, make something in F. What the fuck was this patch? Oh, a lot of poster on that. Cool, so let's go init blood, init preset. Cool. So this is, I might make this into a little tutorial. So standard, I always work it like D2 or, you know, F in the second octave anyway, and then knock this down by 2 octaves on here. And find a wavetable I like. I've only ever got the default ones. I've never played around with like other. I'm pretty sure I've got some other patches on here that just use random ones, but there's some funky stuff in here. I like all the monster ones are quite good, and Reese Mess is quite good, and Trilobite. I haven't used Trilobite ones in a while. Like as I sound design, like I tweak a lot of knobs, like as long tweak knobs. Yeah, sort of drag stuff around just to hear what it sounds like, because a lot of my stuff relies on like a lot of LFO sounds. Here he is. Hey, my thing for Twitch works. Somebody is following. Thank you for the follow, Size and Dubs. Good to see you, dude. Right. So next thing I usually do, knock up the unisons. Put the phase and the randomness all the way down to down. Like, you want a clean hit every time you're coming in with your sound, so always leave random at 0 because you want it to be predictable. find a nice place for your phase to sit. So that's what we can start with. If we go here, like around that was a sweet spot. So yeah, let's kind of make this a short, choppy, like bow sound. Tiny bit of detune going up. And probably put the blend, so this kind of like mixes the original signal. I tend to keep it on odd numbers because I've got like the one that's actually in pitch, and then like there's 5 or 7 copies either side. So like the original signal is there, because if you go for an even number, then it sort of doesn't have that original note, and it creates its own pitch wobbly sound, which is quite nice sometimes. But when you're working in lower frequencies and you got all that wobbling going about, you're not sub focus or like 2008 era dubstep. Try and avoid that if you're making this kind of music, because it really does make it impossible. You need a nice clean low end, and like all the high raspy shit can go crazy. Cool. So yeah, we don't want any panning, because this is mainly going to be all low end, so you don't want too many crazy stereo effects going on. Play around with the phase knob, so where it starts playing the waveform and repeats over. Something like that. Then what I like to do is usually do FM from B on my B synth, so find a nice fairly simple wavetable, so basic shapes, tiny bit of unison on this, and if we do FM from B and put this down at 0, so we're not hearing this is just doing the FM synthesis on this, and I usually go like all the way up there, and that's like a starting point, and sort of drag back if I need to. Oh man, like Serum is the absolute dog's bollocks. Like, I think I've used it pretty much exclusively since like 2016, or whenever it came out. I think if you guys are that interested, like go back and look through my tracks, and it's whenever I did that 10 Graphs remix. Like since then, I've been like 100% Serum. It always used to be Massive, and that sort of limited my sound, and I was doing more the robo stuff. But Serum is the tits. Like, it's the only I've tried using. What's the free one? Vital. I didn't get along with Vital. I've used it for 1 or 2 patches, but just don't like it as much. That's better. Although, let's try. Good old resampling. No, I haven't done like resampling stuff for a while. I think I said on a couple of these sessions, like I tend to just yeah, for resampling stuff, it really is like little breaks where I do like the little lo-fi things just to break up the heaviness. Otherwise, I get too tempted to stretch things. It just fucks up the audio quality. But yeah, let's try and make a decent patch, because I've just been yapping and showing you what I've done on previous days on this stream so far. So yeah, kind of like do FM from B, play around with this until you're happy. Again, sort out phase and randomness, because you don't want any random in this. Then switch on a filter, get some movement going. I was wondering why this has sounded like shit, because so many times I've done sound design, I've gone like, okay, let's try and carry on with this. Like when I've done a couple of lessons and stuff, I was like, this patch sounds like shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Dan? Yeah, always remember to kind of like knock this down an octave as well, or otherwise it will just sound pretty whack, yo. But yeah, with that, like that sounds a little bit better already. Let's turn this up. Yeah, like that. Cool. So if I put my detune up all the way, you'll see what I mean. Like it sounds nice and distorted, but if you keep on adding distortion, more effects on top of that, then it's just going to sound really wickety whack. Yeah, cool. Right, filter. I usually, if you guys know my music, you know that I like my notch filters. So if you don't know what this button does, yeah, so this is sending both signals through here. We probably only get away with doing A because we haven't got any level coming out of this one, like haven't got any signal coming out of this. It's just fucking with this. Yeah, doesn't make a difference. Yeah, cool. So do that movement from there, because that sounds good. Not sure what it's doing, but more LFOs and more knobs means more good sounds. Okay, that's sounding good. Make it nice and fat. Right, always diode 2. Just a tiny bit, and probably back off on the mix a little bit. Then lastly, compressor on multiband mode. And that just tames the volume as well, because you guys noticed it was getting pretty fucking loud there and just impossible to mix with. Like, you want a certain degree of loudness, so you're not like mixing with like tiny little whispers of sounds, but like you want a contained amount of that. And again, the compressor just helps kind of like, because I think without this we'd have like wildly different volumes over here. So, or maybe not. It's quite a solid signal, but like with other sound design, like when you've got to start drawing in waves and stuff here, especially when you're doing like the volume of this, then it starts going crazy and you need a compressor on there. So yeah, let's remove that. And then we'll play around with this. Like, that's how I tend to do my sound design. Like, get a nice sound like this, and then I fuck around with like the LFO and how it moves, and it just either totally destroys the sound, or you know, I need to do a bit of reverse engineering with my wavetables and stuff. But yeah, that's how I do it. Stick another filter on there, or might do let's do an EQ. So the EQ in Serum is fucking awesome. Like, again, let's go here and find out. So normally with a lot of my patches, I've got like EQ wildly moving about. So what I'll do, play it through, find a sweet spot, and like fanning around with the frequency here, or you know, like do minus gain. So I've got another notch going on. So yeah, we'll do a couple of loops, figure out what we want to have moving about where, and then we'll automate it. So that needs to come like down there. Tiny bit of movement. And then again, do the same with this. Probably turn this one up. I might have that one going down again. Not bad, not bad. Like, we probably need to do some tweaking. Like, I'm not sure about some of these wavetables now, so, but it's sounding good. So let's turn it back up to a reasonable volume. We'll play around with some more knobs. But what I will try quick is just like my usual post effects thing on it. So we got whitey notch. So my notch filter and a bit of distortion from basically Logic's own version of Camel Fat, because they bought Camel Audio years ago, and my interface for Camel Fat stopped working. Like, all the sounds still work, but you can get exactly the same sounds out of this. That doesn't sound too bad. Take a lot of sub out of that. There. Compressor, just to tame everything and sort out the volume. Like, that sounds usable. Fuck it, yeah, I'm gonna save that, so that's another tip, like, save whenever you can, even if it is crap, like, these presets are, like, kilobytes or just normal bytes, so let's go save, press the save button. Let's do... no, I've already got a... Wow. Fucking... Somebody give me a synth patch name. Because my brain is fried. I'll do another couple of patches, and that's what I'll do this session. Sound design. There we go. Fried 1. I'll send these out my Discord server as well, just so you guys have got exclusive little ways of staying tuned and believing, oh, this be crunchy. Right, let's make a patch for this be crunchy. This be crunchy. I don't think I've got anything for crunch. So fucking fried 1. This be crunchy. So turn all this off. Let's think of a crunchy sound. Go in it, brod. Right. So let's go cycle through this. I might do like a sort of more analog-y sounding one, because that's going to give me some real... Nope. Yeah, I can probably use that. I think that was for a like pack that bought ages ago, like this tone pusher thing. Like, I just needed a couple of leads so I could do like Doom style stuff, and they've got their own wavetables in there. So let's try working with that as a starting point. So unison's up, find a sweet spot, get rid of the random, get rid of the phase, and let's find a sweet spot. Something just going back there. Do don't want to do FM from B this time. Let's do bend plus minus. Maybe not. That's starting to sound crunchy now. Cool. Well, that doesn't sound bad just by itself. Like sometimes just a fucking sawtooth wave or, you know, something nice and simple just does the trick. No. Haha, it looks like a bum. Right. Like no detune on that. Find a nice filter for it. Let's do... The reverb filter is quite funky. It also completely destroys the sound. Nah. That can do. Let's try that filter. I don't think I've used all passes at all. Tiny bit of dimension thingy on there. Stick another filter on there and go from a notch here and get plenty of movement in that. Yeah, I want that going up so you get that nice little resonant harmonic going up there. Distortion, drag him down after that though. Nothing too crazy because it's already just tube, a tiny bit of tube. Stick a compressor on it. It's not bad. So again, play with the knobs. Now we got a decent sounding patch, because that's one thing I'd say to anybody doing sound design. Like, don't expect it to sound like just finished. Like when you put the final parameter on, it won't sound finished. Like, get it sounding half decent, then start fiddling about with shit. Then you should find something you need, even if it is like changing one of the big fundamental sounds, like this dist doot thing. Yeah, just it's all about fun. So don't make it a fucking science. Then slap the old effect chain on. That's not bad. Save that, and again, it's even if you're not 100% happy with it, save it, because there might be like a, you think if you work on it for another 5 minutes, just might work. What was I doing? Naming it. Right. This be crunchy. There you go. Again, little reminder, these going up in the Discord in a bit, so hop over to my SoundCloud or anything if you need the link or want to join or whatever. I'll post it up in the chat when I'm finishing up. And let's see. Of course, when I press play, it's probably not going to fit at all, but we'll see. So, guess when my sound comes in. Tell you what, that blended alright. Fuck me, like I'm pretty pleased with how that turned out. Let's do some fucking quick before my muse goes. God damn. Yeah, like I'm gonna fucking run with that sound. That's, yeah. Nice, cool. And can probably replace that sound there as well. Get rid of that. Make him a little bit longer. And what I might do is find a little variation of one of those. Because that sort of has a note in it, whereas that one is just noise. We'll just find a sweet spot. Sometimes it goes to shit, but sometimes it works. Such is life. Fucking, let's find. Yeah, I want it sounding a bit more different to my usual sound design, because this is very different to my sort of sound as well, so. And then that sounds like Effectrix doing its sort of slow down thing. So, is that. One of those sounds. There. Let's do a little chug to chug, chug, chug to chug. Lazy, but I'll be layering it up with something. Chop it there. Cool. There. Then there. Half that. Yeah, let's do some sort of guns here. Right, I'll do one machine gun type thing super quick, and then it'll probably be time to end the stream. Why have I got a sub there? Okay, so. With guns, it's all about layers, so it's not really as intricate as like those type of growl things that I was doing earlier. Cool. New in it. Cool. So go to one of my old reliables. Do Monster 2. Yeah. 2. Cool. Usual, no random, phase where it belongs. Let's do FM from B, get nice simple shape here. Knock him down an octave so it doesn't sound ridiculous. Cool, that level off. So that's one thing to be aware of as well, like the trigger mode here means that starts every time the MIDI note is played. I think I didn't bother with that, so I'm going to get some weird results on my other sounds that I made there. But normally I do trigger, I don't know why I forgot there. tiny bit of detuning on these as well. Notch is my go-to. Yeah, see, that's already starting to sound machine gunny without any like post-processing on it. Right, that's not a bad starting point. Like, machine guns probably just sound better when you got a shit ton of like noise on them anyway, so that filter up at the top. And machine guns need to be like especially fucking layered up. Like, you need a ton of sound there, or otherwise you'd end up with weak guns, and nobody wants weak guns. So this is where I use EQ quite heavily as well. So again, find the frequencies you like. Do something like that, but then do like the opposite over here. Right, so minus gain. Want quite a wide Q. Then let's go down. That's not bad. Cool. Let's draw some shapes for this. See it with the post on. Very brave. Let's go save that as... Because I made it on my stream and it's a gun, I'm going to imaginatively call it Stream Gun. Yeah, and let's layer that up just so you can see that, yes, it does sound a bit shit, but however, if you put it really low down in the mix and copy it with something else, it just adds another characteristic to it, I hope. So if I was to grab one of my standard guns, like long gun, a classic, the old long gun, I saved this patch with like some stupid release on it, so it always goes on too long. Probably that needs a lot of EQ because that sounds flabby in the low end. Or like a load of dirt coming through from 200, so it sounds all honky. This is just like 2 tweaks away from becoming like a really nice patch. It just sounds a bit strange at the moment. We'll try some comb filters. They can be shit, yeah. Maybe an all pass or a band pass. Try band pass. That sounds like it could work. And then switch that up because that sounds a lot like the other stuff that I've done. That's not bad. Right, let's listen to that section and then we'll wrap it up for the night. But yeah, semi-conductive... My brain. Semi-productive session tonight. Like, that went pretty well. Like, yeah, I was just mainly showing my projects, but it was nice to do some sound design. I've been wanting to do a sound design session on these sessions for a while. So I'm going to turn my back and see if I can remember where my sounds come in, so I don't see the obvious bits down here. And hopefully it'll be a seamless transition. So let's see. I can hear it, but like it's not super jarring. Like it's mainly because it's just not EQ'd the same, because there's a lot of high end and like hype in this, whereas mine are very, they got processing but not that much. Like it sounds okay. Be fair, that can probably carry on looping around like that. Oh, bollocks. Cool, there. Yeah, fuck it. Let's get rid of that, and that. Snatch that. Stick him there, and then copy these bits. There we go, and I find myself in a little bit of a flow state, so let's try. Like it's offbeat, but like fanning around with that could probably work. Yeah, I make that 9:30. I need to go get ready for beddy buys. I'm gonna stay up and probably carry on working on music, but I'm done streaming. No, it was a good session. I'll post those patches up in my Discord in a bit, so go grab those if you want. But yeah, cheers for sticking around, guys. Good fun, and I'll catch you guys next week. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I need to do my epic goodbye and then click the stop streaming button so I can go.